a t-shirt or a shirt still goes through multiple processes and takes like 3 to 6 months to get produced. A bulk t-shirt order or a bulk shirt order, I mean, it's probably broadly the same time it takes to manufacture an airplane. And I think like this is something that stuck me, and we figured out that it results in n number of challenges for fashion brands across the world.
Hey folks, welcome to first Cheque Portfolio Shots. My name is Tejas, and this is a series where we speak to founders of our portfolio companies so that you get to know their team, understand what they're building, and the problem they're trying to solve. If you like the content that we've been putting out, do like, share, and subscribe so that we get to reach more founders and startup enthusiasts like you. Today's very special guest is Pawan Gupta, founder and CEO of Fashinza. From forecasting trends to managing vendors, life of a sourcing manager isn't easy. Fashinza is a new age supply chain and product development platform for the fashion industry. Founded by serial entrepreneurs and graduates of IIT Delhi, they offer manufacturing as a service solution using a powerful technology platform. The objective is to add value to their customers and help them scale their business at pace and efficiently. I had a really interesting conversation with Pawan, and it was really great to learn about their culture and their plans for the future. Stick around till the end of the episode to learn more. Hey Pawan, how are you today?
Hey Tejas, I'm doing good. How are you?
I am great, Pawan, and it is great to have you here. And let's get started. So, my first question for you today is, what is the problem you're trying to solve as the founder of Fashionza?
Sure. Uh, I think it's also an industry which is very new to me. I've always seen manufacturing because of my family background, but I think primarily how it struck me was that even today in this world, which is a super agile, super fast world of e-commerce, a t-shirt or a shirt still goes through multiple processes and takes like 3 to 6 months to get produced. A bulk t-shirt order or a bulk shirt order, I mean, it's probably broadly the same time it takes to manufacture an airplane. And I think like this is something that stuck me, and we figured out that it results in n number of challenges for fashion brands across the world. I mean, one of the things is, why do we only have 3 or 5 sizes in every brand or every product that we purchase? The biggest challenge there is that the manufacturers require a certain minimum quantities, they take a certain lead times. So brand cannot offer more than an n number of variants, because otherwise they end up building inventory, which results in wastage, liquidity, money loss, etc. So effectively, what we realize that this apparel supply chain is extremely rigid, extremely archaic, and is completely not built for how a 21st century supply chain needs to be. We want a world which is not. We want a world in fashion which is not challenged by what the manufacturers can produce or how much quantities they require or things like that. We want something to be produced super quickly.
Amazing, Pawan. I think the problem is real. So, my next question for you, which is a follow up, is what is your solution to this problem?
Sure. So we're taking the constituents in the supply chain, especially like things like small and medium factories, small and medium fabric suppliers, getting them completely digitized with technology, increasing their reliability, getting complete transparency from the shop floor of what's happening, what are the capabilities, what are the raw materials, etc. And then using that data and those constituents, those parts of supply chain to deliver an experience which is super fast, which is not constrained by any sort of minimum quantities, and which can effectively help enable the brand to produce as much as anything that they want to produce. I mean, effectively, how we see is that a brand is like a brand. They have some sort of branding, they have some sort of story, they have some sort of creativity attached to it, which their customers want, and they can give to their customers so that the customers can express themselves. And we want to build a world which can effectively produce anything that the brand can imagine, which a customer wants. So effectively, if let's say if I am a tall guy, slender build, and dark complexion, I would have some sort of my individuality, my sort of self-expression. We want to enable a world with our supply chain which can produce anything and everything possible for to enable that individuality. We want to, I mean, we're not happy with the world which is more standardized, which is like small, medium, large world. Every person is different, and our manufacturing capability should be able to enable that individual to express their individuality.
Awesome, Pawan. Amazing. So, what is the progress you've had so far till now?
Sure. And I think, like as I said, a lot of it comes down to using technology and data on the shop floor, on the manufacturing to enable this world. A lot of real-time communication, coordination between the customers, which are the brands and the suppliers, in getting them on the same platform and build a single source of truth. So this is the product that we have spent like almost last couple of years building. We have digitized almost like 150 suppliers across India and Bangladesh. We work with over 100 brands across India, Dubai, and the US. And we enable, through the platform, we enable a very data driven process, a very data driven approach to manufacturing, bringing complete transparency into the ecosystem so that brands have complete idea of where the manufacturing is happening, what is the current progress, what are the quality levels, and at the same time, empowering all these small factories with this technology layer to help them become better at their job, to help them increase their efficiency, increase their throughputs, increase their quality levels, and have a positive impact on both the top line and the bottom line.
Awesome, Pawan. And so, my next question has two parts. So, first part is how did you and your co-founders meet? And the second part is what is it like working at Fashinza? What is the company culture like?
Sure. So Abhishek and I, we have been together for like almost 13 years. We were in the same hostel, went our different ways after college, and then I started my previous company Curify, and he joined there as one of the founding members. So we worked together for a number of years, and then decided to start Fashionza. Jamil and Abhishek have gone back together for very long. They've worked together at Line Road for over 4 years, and that's how they built like a lifelong friendship there. And I mean, like I met Jamil through Abhishek, and we ended up clicking very instantly, and started the Fashionza together. In terms of how is it like working at Fashionza, uh, we're a very young company, and I think like we are a very, how do you say, an extremely fun place to work. The thesis behind this is that we trust our hiring process, we trust the people that we hire, we believe that these are some of the smartest folks out there. They have all the capability and the capacity to build next level of solutions, build the amazing problems. So they are amazing problem solvers and can build the level of technology and level of product that the world wants. So this is what we believe to be true. And then we give them the entire freedom, all kinds of resources to go and do whatever they feel like is the right thing to do, given the vision statement that we have set, which is a very large vision that we have set for ourselves. And I think like this is the level of trust that we have internally and the kind of people we also look to hire. On top of it, I think like for us, at the end of the day, what matters is how you're how you're really pushing the boundaries. And if you're pushing the boundaries, are you delivering the results or not? If you're not delivering the results, are you asking for help? And until this is done, I mean, at the end of the day, we just want to have fun working together. And I think like that is very important to us. We've sort of like we don't have a remote culture, to be honest. Like I think we have sort of like I would say a hybrid, but like more in the office versus out of office. Although it's like a very distributed team, we have multiple offices across the world. But I think one thing is very common that we all like to have fun with each other. We are all like to hire people who we would want to spend time with, who we would want to spend not just in office but out of office as well. And I mean, we realize that if you're having fun working together, if you're able to respect each other, we are able to deliver like exceptional level of results for our customers and suppliers.
That's awesome, Pawan. Truly amazing. And my last question for you today is that every single startup founder has this real moment in their lives where they just stand still and feel that, yes, I'm building something very cool. And I'm sure you've had life as well. So, can you tell me about that moment?
I think interesting things. I think it's very hard to pinpoint one moment. There have been multiple such moments, but broadly, a couple of moments I can chat about is one is when we saw that, I mean, when we started the company, everybody was like, there would not be any adoption. The suppliers are small. They don't want to adopt any technology. The brands don't want to adopt any technology. It's like an extremely difficult thing as well. I mean, I had heard the same thing when I was building in healthcare, and we broke the myth there. And this is sort of like this fueled us as well to break the myth here as well. and we went along building a solution which is giving real value add to the customers. This is what we always focused on, and took a lot of iterations. But the day we started customers and suppliers adopting the technology, the day we started data coming onto our platform directly from the shop floor, the suppliers actually using it, and for the first time the suppliers started getting data on what their actual efficiency is on their shop floor, on their assembly lines, how much defect rates are coming, what are the real reasons for defect rates. That was like a wow moment. Like, I mean, one of the first data points that we saw was that, okay, line 3 in the past 1 hour had an 18% defect rate, and the biggest reason for defect rates was oil stains. I mean, some sort of this kind of data, and we shared the data with the supplier. They went ahead and they fixed everything within half an hour itself. Very small problem which was resulting in oil stains, which resulted in huge huge rejections of 18% in that hour. But if the software was not there, if the technology was not there, it would have continued to go on for days and days. And when finally we would have done an inspection at the final lot with thousands of pieces, we would have realized that we can't even send these products out to the customer, which would have resulted in absolute wastage for the suppliers, liquidation of the stock, going into landfills, customer expectations would be destroyed, and supplier would eventually lose out a lot of money. And we were able to solve that with our software, catch that problem within an hour and be able to fix it as well, provide the right data to fix it. I think like that was like an amazing moment. I think like nobody before that, even inside our team, most of the people did not expect that this was possible. And when they saw that thing, I think it was just amazing. I mean, that is when we realized we can completely change the industry altogether.
That's awesome, Pawan. Truly awesome. And it was really nice talking to you today. And I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun listening to you. And I hope
Same here, absolutely.
that's fun. Amazing, Pawan. Thanks a lot for being here today.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Tejas.